The annual profits made by a random sample of 40 companies in the banking industry are shown in the table below. So profits from 10 but less than 20, 20 less than 30, 30 but less than 40, 40 less than 50, and 50 less than 60. We've been given the frequencies here, which represent the number of companies. So the verses calculate the mean, median, the standard deviation, and based on the results above, describe the distribution of the annual profits. So first things first, we need to make our table here. So we have our classes, which represent the profits, the number of companies. Then we need to get our midpoints. This is the formula for the mean for grouped data. X represents the midpoint, F represents the frequency. So you multiply each frequency by the midpoint, then you total it up. And that number you're going to divide by the total frequency. Mhm. So if you want, you can leave your classes like this 10 or less than 20, but for clarity's sake, I want us to put them in intervals. All right. So 10 but less than 20 implies from 10 to 19. But remember, these are profits. Okay, so profits can also have decimals. So we're dealing with continuous data. Profits might have decimals. So this can also include 19.999. Okay, from 10 to 19.999. Right. But you do not want your work to be dirty, okay? Because if you're using these decimal places, when in your tabulations, there'll be decimal places. So you want to be dealing with whole numbers. So this 19.999 can still round it off to 20. The same for this next class, 20 but less than 30. Since these profits can have decimal places, so it can be from 20 to 29.999999. So that 29.999, you can still round it off to 30. So you do the same for the other class, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and then 50 to 60. Are we okay with this, colleagues? Okay, because you don't want to be dealing with such decimal places, okay? So, yes. Number of companies, we have 3, 7, 16, 10, and 4. Midpoint, you just add 20 plus 10 and divide it by 2. Okay, you don't want to do 10 plus 19.999 and divide it by 2. We don't want those decimals. So 20 plus 10, that is 30. 30 divided by 2, 15. 20 plus 30, that is 50. 50 divided by 2, 25. 30 plus 40, that is 70. 70 divided by 2, that is 35. And we can see the trend here is here we're just adding tens. Next one is going, the next midpoint is 45. The next midpoint is 55. So these midpoints represent this xi here. These are these midpoints here. And then this f, which is the frequency, is here on the number of companies. So you're going to say you multiply each frequency by the midpoint. So let's get our calculators, colleagues. 3 times 15, 7 times 25, 16 times 35, okay, 10 times 45, that's 450. 4 times 55, okay. So, as you can see, this E here is, it means you total them up. So let's add all these values here. 45 plus 175 plus 560 plus 450 plus 220. 1450. Okay. So we have our numerator. Okay, and this 1450 is going to be here in the numerator. And the denominator, when we add up these frequencies, it's going to give us 40. 3 plus 7, 10. 10 plus 16, 26. 26 plus 10, 36. 36 plus 4, that is 40. So our mean is going to be 1450 divided by 40. All right. This is the average profit. I think it's in dollars. I don't know if it was in kwacha. Yes, that's 6.25. Yes. Any questions? Hmm. FX is multiplying the frequency by the midpoint. So we did, yes, so we're saying 3 times 15, 45. 7 times 25, 175. So we're just multiplying frequency at the midpoint. Okay, next is now the median. LM, this formula means the lower limit of the median class. CM represents the class width. This small letter n represents total frequency. Fm minus 1, the cumulative frequency before the median class. And Fm represents the frequency of the median class. Right, so first things first, we need to locate the position of the median class. And how we do that, we need to get our cumulative frequency. In the cumulative frequency column, we'll be able to locate our median class. So first, the way the cumulative frequency column works, you just be adding these frequencies in succession. Okay, you're going to, the first frequency is 3, so you start with 3. Then you're going to say 3 plus 7, that is 10. Then you're going to say 10 plus 16, that is 26. Then 26 plus 10, that is 36. And 36 plus 4, that is 40. Right. So to locate the position of our median class, we're going to have to do n divided by 2. So n divided by 2. N is the total frequency, so you're going to say 40 divided by 2. That gives us the 20th position. Okay. The median class is in the 20th position. Right. So this cumulative frequency, think of it like this. Think of it like a number line. Let me illustrate it here. Oh, I'll send them. Yeah, I'll send them. 0, 3, 10. Six, then this one was 36, then 40. So think of it like this: from 0 to 3 is the class of 10 to 20. From 0 to the third position, think of these as positions: third position, 10th position, 26th position, 36th position, 40th position. So from the class 10 to 20, from 0 to the third position, then the class from the third position to the 10th position, that is 20 to 30. And then from the 10th position to the 26th position, that is 30 to 40. Then from the 26th position to the 36th, that is 40 to 50. And then from the 36th position to the 40th position, that is the class from 50 to 60. And then you ask yourself, where can I find the 20th position? Definitely we'll find the 20th position here. So our median class is the class from 30 to 40. Or in actuality, 30 to 39.99999. So that is our median class. That's how we locate it with the cumulative frequency column. So this class here, 30 to 40, this is our median class. Any questions? You don't need use this number line, yes. I just wanted you to visually see it. The more questions you do, you'll find better. You won't need to do that. I know. That's why I've advised get print out these formulae. Once you print them out on these formulae, write down what these things mean, so that as you practice the questions, you'll remember what each of them are. Okay, because if we just look at one question like this, and then you forget about this topic, you definitely forget what these are, especially this fm minus 1. At least this one you can remember. Fm is frequency of median class, cm class width, l lower limit. But this fm minus 1, you might you might be completely blank. Oh, but sir, we were just locating the median class. We're not yet done. Okay, this is just a visualization of locate the median class. We're yet to use the formula. Okay, lower limit of the median class 30. Class width, two ways you can do it. All right, remember it's from 30 to 39.999. So if you count, you 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 until you reach 39, you find those are 10 numbers. Another way, you just say 40 minus 30. Okay, 40 minus 30, that gives you 10. So the method I would advise you to use is the one where you count with your fingers. That one is going to give you an the exact one. Right? It's always going to give you something that is definite. Sometimes if you're dealing with data that doesn't have decimal places, if this data didn't have decimal places, we would have written from 30 to 39, from 20 to 29, right? And then there you'd, if you try to subtract 29 minus 20, you get a class width of 9, which would be wrong. Okay, so it's better you count, or once you've realized that, okay, I'm dealing with data that is with decimal numbers, so I'll need to be approximating. You should be aware of that. N divided by 2 here, we've already got 20. So this 20 will come in the formula there. Fm minus 1 cumulative frequency before the median class, it is this 10. Okay. Don't pick this frequency here, no. The cumulative frequency. Okay, this one is 20 here, then Fm minus 1. That is mhm. Oh, actually, let me put it like this. N, because N represents 40. Okay. N represents 40, yes. So I have to put it like this. Because that one was wrong. When I said N equals 20, no. N is 40. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Thank you for that. It would have caused a lot of confusion. Thank you for that. Okay, frequency of the median class 16. So it's just now a matter of substitution. So LM, we substitute it. Let me put this information on top so that after the formula, I put in the data. Excuse me. LM lower limit is 30 plus class width 10 open brackets n divided by 2, that is 20, minus cumulative frequency before median class 10 close the brackets. Remember, all of this is on the numerator. Okay, maybe let me just put it in fraction form so that it's clear. Okay, yeah, so cm, what have I done? Cm 10 open brackets 20 minus 10 close brackets. Frequency of the median class, that was is it 16? I'm not mistaken. Just check. Frequency of, oh wait, what was it? 16. Frequency, not cumulative frequency, but frequency. Yeah. Mm. Yes. 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 Which is this 10 here I've highlighted in blue. Is the, yes. 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 So just this minus one should just give you an indication of before. But you might be inclined to say, oh, the frequency before the median class. And then you find you actually choose this 7. So please, please, please remember that. 20, we start with the brackets. 20 minus 10, that is 10. 10 times 10, 100. So you have got 30 plus 100 over 16. Colleagues, what is 100 divided by 16? Yes, 6.25. So 30 plus 6.25. Yes. So take note of this. The median and the mean are actually the same. So this will be very important when we're describing the distribution of the data. Okay, here the median and the mean you can say are actually the same. Yes. Any questions? Okay, the next part I believe was to get the standard deviation. This is the part ahead for the standard deviation. Okay, remember you're always using sample formula. Okay, if you use a population formula, you won't be penalized. You might, I don't know how many marks they can remove. Maybe it can be 0.1. Maybe they might be left scot free. This n squared from the other formula is disturbing. N total frequency. Here we have summation of f times x squared. All right, so it means our table here, this table, these midpoints, we're going to need to square them. Okay, we're going to need to square them. And then once we square them, we multiply them by the frequencies. So let me bring the table there so that it's nearby. So we're going to need to square the midpoints. So let's get our calculators. And once we square the midpoints, we're going to need to multiply them with the frequencies. So 15 squared, what is 15 squared? 25 squared, 35 squared, 45 squared, fifty-five squared. Okay, so next thing we need to do is we need to multiply the frequency by the midpoint. So you're going to say 3 times 225 Okay, then you say 7 multiplied by 625. 16 multiplied by 1125. All right, here 10 times this one, 10 times 2025. I think it should be 20,000, 20,025. Um, if I stand to be corrected, yeah, I think it's that. Then 4 times 3,025. Say it again. 12,100. All right. Okay, so we can see here in our formula, where is the formula? Here. Summation of fx squared. So let's total these up, these values. 675 plus 4, all these values in blue here. Excuse me. 56,775. Okay, colleagues, counter check. Are we all getting that value? One over n minus one. N is 40. 1 over 40 minus 1. Open brackets. So this sigma fx squared is 56,775 minus. Now have you seen this one? Sigma fx then squared. So this 1,450, remember it's the summation of fx. You need to square this 1,040, 1,450. Why is it doing this? Okay, let me just. Yes. Okay. 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 Yes. 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 Okay. So, what value do we get here? You got the same 56,000, 57,000. Uh huh. 775. 57,775. Yes. So I'm asking just 57,000 flat. Mm, okay. Let me just also add so that. Right. I don't think you made a mistake when punching it. So we're most likely to get this value. Okay, I found 57,000 also. Okay. All right. Then this one here, this one at sigma fx, summation of sigma fx is the total of this fx column here, this 1450. So this total, we're going to square it. So you're going to say 1,450 squared divided by 40. So let's solve this. So what's 1,450 squared? Do it step by step. Here, 40 minus 1, that's 39. 1,450 squared. Mhm. Divided by 40. 52,000. I remember also getting a value like this. Now remember here we're just calculating the variance, okay? The standard deviation is the square root of the variance. Okay, so 57,000 minus 52.625. So this, all of this can bring it on the numerator here. Okay, so yes, what's 57,000 minus this number? 52, 562.5. So we get 4,437.5. Divide this by 39. Okay, yes, I remember this value. So this is the variance, which is just this standard deviation squared. So to get the standard deviation, we get the square root of the variance. So, so what's the square root of 113.78? 10.667. Okay. 10.67. So the standard deviation is how far the points are from the mean and each other. Mm. Let's see. Mm, which calculator are you using? You haven't seen this symbol like a house here, this symbol. You haven't seen it on the calculator? You've seen it? Yes. So I think is it press shift? Press shift and then you get the square root. Okay. So the next part of the question is asking us to describe the distribution of the data. So you can say that since the mean and the median are the same, this data is following a normal distribution, right? It is following a normal distribution, something like this. Based on the results above, describe the distribution of the annual profits. Yes. So, if you remember, one property of a normal distribution is that the mean and the median and the mode are the same. So the normal distribution is this bell-shaped curve. Okay, it's symmetrical about the mean. So in this case here, it's symmetrical about 36.25. This is both the mean and the median. Okay. Then the standard deviation was 10.6. So though it's 36.25 minus 10.6, what value do you get? 36.25 minus 10.6. Okay, 25.65. And then 36.25 plus 10.66, the standard deviation. No, 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 no. 36.25. As we go to the right, you are adding. As you go to the left, you are subtracting the standard deviation. So on the right, 36.25 plus 10.66, 10.6, that's standard deviation. 46.25. Mm. You're adding the standard deviation. Mm, all right. So basically, if we have to graph our data, this is how it's going to look. All right. Most of the profits will be found in this range here, between 25.625 and 46.25. Most of the profits are going to be found in this range here. So when they ask you when they comment on the distribution, the data is following a normal distribution. As you can see, the mean and the median are the same. All right? So it's following a normal distribution. So you will have a graph here that is symmetric. When you cut this graph in half, it's symmetric. And what this is telling us in short also is most of the profits that are made within this industry, majority of them are within this range here. The further you go, you be making less profits, is right, both left and right.